Hello friend, welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to see how you can process your complex XML JSON file using Azure Data Factory. So today we're going to see three different demos. And first two demos we're using simple file or slightly complex file with a copy activity. And third demo we're going to see with mapping data flow. So let's see first demo. So process a simple XML file using the copy activity. So if you have a file which is simple and it do not have any array kind of data or like complex like nested XML or nested JSON, then you can use that with a copy activity. And here you can select whole file. And if you want even XML to XML, then you can use a binary source and binary sync as XML. But if you want to see a file, this sync file as a XML or sorry, as a CSV or as a JSON file or something else like table, then you can use a sync as a different formats as well. And you can even select a particular fields, not all field you need it, then you don't need to worry. You can change that in a mapping as well. So this is our simple file. So you can see that in this demo, we're going to use this file1.xml, and it is a book related file. So it has a catalog and inside it has a books, but it has a simple field. There is no any complex field here. So you can either select any particular fields or you can select all field as well. So let's see in here. So you can see here, before you're going to deep dive, I would like to show you what object I have used or what service I have used, which is Azure service. So I have used Azure keywords and it's all the secrets. So you can see that here I have a secret for a blob storage and I have a secret for a SQL connection string. So actually it is a connection string or access key. So you have to generate here, you have to create your key here, secrets here, and then you need to give a access policy in order to access your keyword via your Azure Data Factory. So that's you can do easily by just clicking here, and you select whatever permission you would like to give for keyword, a key, or secrets or certificates. And you need to give at least permission, not all permission. So you can have like if you don't need other permission, you can delete them out. So you select what you really need to give permissions and then you click next. And then here you're going to see your Azure Data Factory. So you need to select your data factory name. So for that, you need to know what is your Azure Data Factory. So my Azure Data Factory is it Dev Data Factory, and this one. So you just need to select your data factory, that's it, and then you click next. Then when you come here, you will see that it will come into this list, application list, and here you will see permission as well. So that is the keywords. And my source is this storage container, and it has a file. This is the file I'm interested. It is same file which we have seen earlier in a presentation. So this is that file, which is a very simple file. It has the books, okay, and it has more than one book. So you can see that, but there's a very simple file. So this is my source, and my sync is again here for first to demo. It's a same storage account, but you can have a data legend too, or you can select other data sources as well, like SQL database as well, Azure SQL database as well. So you can see this is my output container, but at the moment it's empty. So once I run my pipeline, you will see that file will generate here, and that file I would like CSV format. So I'm reading my XML and I converting data into CSV. You can do a table or other way as well. You can convert into JSON as well. So this is my Azure Data Factory, and this is author tip. But before that, let's see a link service. So let's zoom a little bit. So you can see that this is a link service in managed tab, and I have a 3 link service because I have used keywords. So this is my keyword link service, which is very simple. And here you can see that I have data, block storage link service, and it's pointing via keywords. And here you can see that I'm using that secrets, and that's it. same way as I have used SQL DB as well. And here also you can see that I have used secrets, which is SQL connection string, and you can see that here it's very secure because your data engineer team may not be know that which is database we are using, which username or which password we are using, because they are directly getting from keywords. So this is a link service, and then you have here pipeline. So this is my pipeline, which is this. And here you can see that the copy activity, you can drag and drop copy activity, and then you need to set your source. So I have used the same data set for other pipelines as well. So that's why I have parameterized it. And here I'm passing the source file. And so this is my data set. It's looking into that XML container, which is this container. And it's particularly interested in a file which I am passing from pipeline. So here I'm passing file name is file1.xml. That's it. And this is my sink. And it is looking for, if I open this, you will get idea that I'm looking for output container. So my file will be saved here. And here also I'm passing the file from here. You can see that it's file1.csv, and that's it. And here you can see that mapping. So this is the mapping, because I am only interested that reference data collection data is book, and here you can see that I have all fields as well. And book is an array kind of data, so you have to take care, or it automatically do as well. And that's it. So if I now run this pipeline, you will see that you will move your data from XML to Azure Blob Storage, and it's from XML to a CSV file, and it has all fields because I have selected all fields. So while it's running, you will see that here it's already green, so it has finished execution. And here you can see that new file generated in this timestamp. And you can see that here you will see a data in a CSV format. So these are the data, but if I download, then we will get more clear idea. So this is the data I have recently downloaded, and if I open this, so you will see here how it looks. So this is my CSV data which I have recently downloaded. See, it is now in CSV format. It has a header as well, and it has all field which I have selected. Okay, I haven't selected type and language because it don't have. So these are the field it has for file one. So that is a first demo. Here we have more data from CSV to XML to CSV. So now let's see a second demo, and in second demo you will see here that we have a input file which is slightly different than first demo. It has an array element, but array object, but it has a single items. So see, this is my source file. It is the same file as the file one, but here I have additional things. So here you can see that I have a language, and I have a language in another book as well, but it has a single items. So here it will work as well, even though I will selecting few fields, which is author, title, price, and language. So it works fine. Even though this language is a complex object, it will work fine with the copy activity because it has only one item. So if you have XML file and it has a complex object, which is, for example, array inside your file, and if it has only and only one child or no other child, then it will work fine. So if we go here again, then let's see in here. So let's close this. So at the moment, you can see that I have only one file, which is file1.csv. But once I run second demo, you will see that there is a new file will generate and it will place in here. So you will see here two files. And this is the second file when I run second demo. And this file, you can see that it is a XML file, and it has, as you know now, that it has a language as an array or complex item. But it has only and only one item in that, so it will be fine. So I think I have 4 items: book 4, book 3, book 2, and book 1. So when I run this pipeline again, another pipeline, then it will generate a new file having the 4 items. Okay. So if I go to here, and this is my second pipeline, which is this. And when I run this pipeline, so while it's running, we can check what is in a source and sink. So this is pretty much same as what we had in first demo. So here I have a parameter, and I'm now passing file 2.xml, and I'm using same data set which we had in demo 1 as well. So you can see that because I have used the parameter, so I can use same data flow. So sorry, same data set. So here, this is my input for source container, and this is the file which I'm passing from my pipeline. And here I'm passing file name as file2.xml. And in my sink, I'm passing the file2.csv because that is my new file name. And mapping is similar as well. You can see this is the mapping. It's exactly same with the first one, but here now I have a language which is object. It's like this. And I'm selecting language here as this way. Okay, so it already has finished execution. So if I go to output container, if I refresh this, we will see here another file, which is file2.csv having the 4 items. So this is the file. And if I download this file, so this is the one. If I open this file, you will see that it has 4 records and it has a language as well. So it's perfectly fine, but it has to be a single item in your data in XML file. But now let's see about third demo. So let's see here. So this is demo we have seen recently. So this is third demo, but now it's a complex XML file. So in this demo, your source file can have a complex XML object. So it's like, array of array of array. So it has like parent child, like, it has a hierarchy structure as well. And it has a complex object as well. So so this is example. So this is my file, and I have of 1, 2, 3, and 4. I have 4 items here as well. And but I have now languages as an item, which is a complex item, and it has a 3 child instead of 1 child. And I have another complex item which is a types, and here it has a 2 childs, which is audio and video. This is for item 4, but here also I have a few here I have a language as well, languages and types, and as well as here as well. So for this example, if I run, and if you want to see output of this one, then you can see that its output, it will have a 3 rows because I have 3 language in a language table. And in audio in a type table, I have a 2 records because I have a 2 items in my complex array. So in for this, you can easily achieve by using the mapping data flow flatten transformation. Flatten transformation help you to read your complex array item, which read your items, and if your array has a 3 items, then it will generate 3 rows. If your array has a 2 items, then it generate a 2 rows in your final output or in a data set. So it denormalize your output, your data, and it's give you like convert your number of the item in your array to a number of row in a output. So this is a demo, and this is what we expecting output. But if you use a copy activity, then you can see that this is the item. So if I use a copy activity, then I will get only first 2 item, and rest of all item will be eliminated. But this is my expected output. But if I use copy activity, I get only this. So that's why I cannot use copy activity, and I have to use a mapping data flow flatten transformation. So this is my file which we have seen, and I would like to denormalize into few different tables. I would like to denormalize in language and types, or I can have a price table as well. So here you can see that I have a few fields rather than all fields. I have author name, title, and language, or I have type, author name, type, and a title and type. Okay. So for example, in this example, I have a language here 1 time, and I have a language here 3 times. That's why I have a 3 outputs in this table. And for audio, I have two audio items here, types item here, and I have one items here. So that's why I have three records in a type table as well. For price table, you can see that I have a price here one time. Okay. And I have a price here two times. So I will get total two items in a price table. So in this demo, we're going to first two tables. Okay. So now let's go back into presentation, and now let's see file 3. So after running our pipeline, we are not saving the output in here. So here you will see only two files. But when we run this third file, let's see, this is our source file. And if you like to know how it will look, then it's same way as we have seen in presentation. So this is the item book 1. And you can see that it has language one time and there is a no type. In book 2, we have a language one time and there is a two types. And in book 3, we have a two times language and one time types. And book 4, we have a three times. So if you want to see how many records should be in your language table, then you can see that here is a three row, and here is a two, total 5. And here you will see 1 6, and here you will see, so total you will get 7 items in your language table. And for type table, this is 1 because it's not ignoring null, so it's 1. This is 2, means 3, 4 because it's 1, and here is 2. So your type table should have a 6 item and your language table should have a 7 items. So here you can see that this is my database, and let's see I have a table or not. So at the moment I do not have those tables. So there are two new table will created with type and language related, and it has a 7 items and 6 items. So let's go to here, and this is my pipeline. Let's use this one because this is the new way. Recently we Microsoft has done some changes. So now in a flatten transformation, you can use more than one flatten array. So you can see that here. So this is my design. So this is my source file, which is reading from source type 3, file 3, from input container in this file. And then if you would like to preview, then you can preview as well. And once you preview it, then you need to import here your projection, and then you will see that it's look like this. So this is a complex object. So you can see complex, and these are the simple fields, and even language also complex. And you will see one more complex type is a title. Sorry, types. And you can preview now because it's works correctly. So you just need to give here parameters. Okay, it's already there, so that's fine. So I can refresh it now. So this is my data. This is my file because my file is a XML file. But this will work same thing you can do for JSON file as well. But the only thing is, once you use a JSON file, you need to go to here, and you will see here JSON settings. So for that, you need to select your file type, which kind of the file you have. You have a whole file as a JSON array, or you have a documents, or you have a something else. So there are three options is there. And here you can also choose a validation as well. If you have schema, then you can select that schema as well here, and make sure that you have that file in your same blob container, because you would like to know where is your file, and that file should be mentioned in your source file as well. So this is the one. If you see preview, see now you can see data as well. So data looks like this. I have 4 data, and inside each data you can see data individual items also here. Okay, so that, and how is look language. So this is a language. and it has one item for first item. So this is my one, but now I would like to know my language also in a flatten one. I would like to have a enroll my data as well. So for that I use a flatten transformation. So once you add a flatten transformation, you need to reset your settings first of all. Then you need to select here over the duplicates, keep duplicates, and then you need to insert a data into table. So I am selecting here four items. Let's delete description as well, so it will match our requirement. So there are three items here, and there is one more main important thing is you have to select unroll. Oh, sorry, I have to choose this. So you need to, this is a flatten transformation. You have to reset first of all, and then here you would like to add one by one your column. So you can use a fixed rule or you can have a fixed or rule based one. So you add columns here, and then you give a suitable names here as well. So this is the one. Uh, and here you can see that I have unroll by books, unroll by language, and unroll by types. Okay. So this is a new functionality. Earlier you can select only one array item, but now you can select multiple items as well. And you can select here if you like to skip duplicates. That's it. So if now I preview here data, you will see items here. So these are all data. And now I'm going to insert data into, sorry, I'm selecting the data here, because for type table, I'm only interested few columns, which is, let's no need to worry, title and vendor. So three columns, and you can preview here as well. So while we are previewing, so see it has a, sorry, it has the columns here, and we going to load the data into table, and here you can see that language. And if we are only interested, selected three columns, and you can preview here as well your language as well. And now we're going to insert data into two different tables. So this is my table for types, and this is table for language. So you can see here that settings here, I'm recreating table, but you can do other things as well. And here is a mapping. So you getting all mappings from source, and you are duplicating input and output as well. So, and same way you're doing for here as well. Mapping, and you are duplicating different duplicate outputs, and that's it. So now we need to run this pipeline. So for that, you can come here, and I think it's a new design one. So this is a pipeline, and I can run this here. So I'm running this demo, and once it's finished, you will see a data in here. You will see there are two new tables here, and then you will see data is still there. So let's see what happened here. So while it's executing, you can see that this is the blog which I have written here, and you can see that I have mentioned all of those things as well. So if you like to see anything more, so see this is a more example of what is a unroll and roll, and flatten transformation as well. And here are the three scenarios as well. And I have all files in a GitHub as well, file 1, file 2, and file 3 XML file in here in GitHub. And you will find this source code also here. So you can have say source code as well from here. And let's go to here. And if I now refresh here, so see this two table has recently created. So you selecting here. So let's see count star, because we are expecting 7 rows for language and 6 rows for type. So this is 11. This is not good, है ना? So what I need to do? Let's see distinct. Let distinct count. Okay. So if I use a distinct and if I go to here and if I see how many rows there, you can see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And they are not duplicates as well. So see now it's 7. I do same for types as well. So if we select now from table, then you can see that this is my type table. So I need a total of 6 row in this table because I have 6 items, and here you will see 7 items in language table. So you can see 7 as well. And if you want to do just data, then I think you can run only this. So here you have to use the distinct keywords because it has a duplicates and it has now 11 items. And here you can see that whole data. So, so either you can use, distinct there, or you can have, you can use flatten transformation one by one. So you can see that here. I have a flatten transformation for, here I have flatten transformation, which is for a type. And here I have another flatten transformation for language. And I can have one more transformation for a price. So you can do this way, then there won't be duplicate data. So that's it.